everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Jets going up against the Dolphins.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to picturesque Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And an alley to run. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Kamara, and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now. Green, 39 now. Look at 56.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39 now. Look at 56.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
That changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, free safety was there, no gain.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guys,
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for this. Looking to throw. Going deep here for Stills. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd. Pulled in at the 24. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And now out come the Jets. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number 1 goal is what? Make playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Running with Kamara. And some room to roam now. Pass. There he goes right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here.
And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. A nice gain of 21 yards. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Trying to get it that time to Stills, and now it's 2nd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And avoids the contact by sliding. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Coney Ely in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Stills, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. And to give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
Trying the left side with Kamara. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
3 down. All right, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a South Florida native, Patrick Peterson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They'll look to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Well, after what we just saw, we know that with 3rd down coming up, this is not a gimme for the offense. They've got to figure out what they want to do. Do they challenge their offensive line and try and run?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by a South Florida native, Patrick Peterson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Here we go.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
No, check, Patrick.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got room. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They run the counter now on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Let's go, Leopard.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that'll bring up a third down.
It seemed like the situation was second and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. He'll look to throw. Eluding, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by a South Florida native, Patrick Peterson. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top as we send you up to Orlando. And with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up a throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Chinese on the Ringo. Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. finds a man with a crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Second down now after the incompletion. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. And look at this. It's a fake. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It goes as a pickup of 23. And the Dolphins are going to get a first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now they try the right side here. And past the 30 down to about the 27. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points. Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Holding on to the football, becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
So the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense backed up on 2nd down. A handoff as they run the counter play. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Buying time to us, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far. And
this one is right down the middle. And that drops the deficit from 28 to 25. Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the second half.
I don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's the sign of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
New York set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Here we go.
They find some open field here, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go now. Detroit!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Look at the dance and the juke. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Here we go now. Boom, landing.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here we go. Green.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down.
The defense has been on the field a long time now, and after a run like that, they've got to feel like they're almost on roller skates and getting pushed backwards on just about every snap.
Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. And the kick by Rosas is good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Shift together here from the D-line. And he'll give it here to his running back. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
In motion, Safarian Jenkins. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go. Leopard. Here we go now.
Back to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10. I think it is at the 6-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
I got 83. Me. Hurry up, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes it's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And to give this time to the tailback.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble.
And a loose football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 40. Yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They run the counter now on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And he'll give it here to his running back. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go! Blue Lightning! Blue Lightning!
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. 6 yards to go here on 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Here we go now.
Back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
All right, here we go.
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And now here's a carry heading left. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And on 4th down, honors the punt team, sending this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Well, Charles is